Hello students, I, Ms. Pooja Kalange, Assistant Professor IICMR MCA, welcome you back to this video lecture for chapter number 3, under which we are studying Big Data Warehouse and Analytics Point. In today's session, we will be seeing the comparative study of Enterprise Data Warehouse and Enterprise Data Management. So let's begin. So let's see what is the agenda for today. Okay, so today basically we will be seeing what is big data warehouse systems, what are its requirements, but before going to that we need to consider some important concepts. Okay, so let's start with that. Okay, so first, before we move on to the big data management, we need to understand what are the big data warehouse characteristics. Okay, and after that, we need to understand what are the enterprise data warehouse characteristics. Okay, so first we will see what they are. Okay, so the first point which is important is the business expectations. What are the business expectations in the big data warehouse, that is the BDW, and what are the expectations in the enterprise data warehouse, that is EDW. Okay, so basically, big data warehouse is mostly focused on exploratory analysis because it is just a big data warehouse which is going to help you in decision support systems, right? So it will help you in exploratory analysis, finding out the new insights, what are the types of data access which can be provided, because there is going to be a very variety which is going to be present in that data, right? But you can say in contradiction, in business expectations in the enterprise data warehouse are strictly quality controlled. Okay, so mostly they are maybe fact based because they want to meet some particular business requirements, so that is going to help in eventually in some important business decisions, right? So these are very quality controlled. Okay, if you consider the second characteristics in the big data warehouse, that is a design methodology. So big data warehouse, it follows a very agile, highly agile, which is very iterative, which will help you in giving out the rapid insights by integrating the data from multiple data sources. There will be some proper sophisticated algorithms which will be used in order to validate what business hypothesis is being formulated using the multiple data sources. And also this will include the internal data sources, it will use the external data sources, and there will be some clear definitions and some data models which will be built according to that design methodology. So you can just remember this methodology is going to be highly agile and it is going to be highly iterative. Okay, but if you compare this with enterprise data warehouse, it will be a combination of, it will be iterative also, because it is mainly based on the requirement gathering. So it could have multiple prototypes which could be utilized. Okay, like there could be waterfall during the data integration. It could use data model, or you can say data model creation phases can also use waterfall model. After that, if you want to find some business specific requirements which are needed for careful assessment of data, that time you may consider some iterative aspects for data integration and data usage assets. So basically the intent, if you see, for the enterprise data warehouse characteristics is they have to provide a consistent, they have to provide an integrated and single source of truth where the particular decisions could be made. Okay, because this will actually identify what will be the standardized data definitions, what are going to be the policies, which will eventually help you in taking some business decisions. So this was about the design methodology, which is being used in the big data warehouse and the enterprise data warehouse. The third characteristics comes into picture is the data architecture considerations. Now, if you consider in big data warehouse, they have the ability to integrate all the data from all the data structures. So it could be the inside data structures, like it may relate it to the internal organizational data, or it could be the external data. Okay. So due to this, since it is big data, it has ability to scale at a very larger proportion with a very low cost. Okay, so due to which you can have massive analysis of the volumes of data without resorting to sampling mechanisms, right? Because big data analytics finally deals with dealing and analyzing larger amount of data. So since it is massively scaled, it will be done at the low cost. But if you consider in case of the enterprise data warehouse, not all data is being managed and maintained in the enterprise data warehouse. Okay, some may be present at the individual or the predefined location. So at that case, quality controlled and pre-model meeting specific business requirements are only considered. So anything new is to be added, then the data will be validated, whether it is meeting the requirements or not, that will be also checked. Okay, it has ability to scale. It's not the case that the enterprise data warehouse cannot be scaled, but the cost incurred will be higher cost, okay, if you consider it per byte, okay. And then you can just combine with the massively parallel processors architectures, which will help in the performance lift. And also here the data is also periodically archived. Why? Because to accommodate the data growth and to keep the cost relatively low. So these are the comparative analysis for the data architecture consideration in the big data warehouse, and this is in case of the enterprise data warehouse. Now the fourth parameter which needs to be governed here is the data integrity and standards. Okay, if you consider the big data warehouse, and since it is data warehouse analytics for big data, the definitions here are very loosely defined. Okay, it is being basically, you can say, as application style driven. There is no any you can say no any management for metadata. There is no any certain or specific business rules and transformations which are being defined. This is just a highly distributed architecture. But if you consider comparatively to the enterprise data warehouse, it is being driven by RDBMS principles, that are the relational database management systems and principles. Okay, so it uses both. It uses ETL process as well as ELT process. That is, it will be using extraction, transformation, and loading of data. Otherwise, it will be having enter extraction, it will have loading, and then it may have the transformation of data. So it follows both the ETL and the ELT process. Also, it ensures for the data consistency, whether the data is consistently present or not. For that, it reinforces referential integrity and business rules, and it also has the ability to drive major development activities. Okay, so here the data is being primarily centralized, and the data processing programs follow an execution approach where it is query driven. You can say it is sequential. Okay, so these are some comparative analysis which we have done in the big data, you can say big data warehouse and the enterprise data warehouse. So students, this is one of the very important questions which is being asked in the university exams, is you have to give a comparative analysis between the big data warehouse and the enterprise data warehouse. So I hope you are clear with the four characteristics which are being sorted here, that is the business expectations, then we have the design methodology, then we have the data architecture consideration and the data integrity parameters. So I thank you for watching this video. Thank you.